Okay, go for it.
I think the most important thing about being in SBH and doing Biko Cholim is the support we give to the patients, and also the impression you give to the nursing staff, to the medical staff, that there is a community behind every patient in a hospital and a nursing home. And one startling example was many years ago, an elderly couple with no family around had an emergency. The wife needed very serious surgery, and they needed to get to the hospital to have support throughout the day as the wife was undergoing a major surgery. Anyway, I couldn't go early morning, and at the end of it, I organized all the team to get there. And then at the end of the day, I decided to go and visit to see how everything went. And I saw, I arrived in the visitors area, the family area, and I saw everyone around the husband. The surgery had gone very well. Everyone was happy, and everyone was going home and taking the husband home. And as we were leaving, the senior nurse came up to me and said, who?
Keep going. I'll cut it out.
Yeah. And the, the senior nurse said to me, who are you? So many of you. Where are you from? And she was so impressed by the support that we gave that couple, that elderly couple, that they gave their attention, they gave the medical staff gave their all to taking care of that couple. It doesn't mean that the medical staff don't want to give their attention, but it pushes them to take care even more than normal. That's one. What's the other one? And then one other advice is always to be humble, quiet when you visit, and so much so that sometimes when you do visit and drop off food or necessities for somebody, they don't notice you. And a funny thing was, I once visited one Friday afternoon a young man who was in the burn unit at Cornell, and he had severely burnt his hand. But and I was bringing him Shabbat food, and as I entered his room, he was on the phone, very, very busy on the phone, and I didn't want to interrupt him, so I dropped off the food, and he waved me in. He said, "Put it there," whatever. And as I was leaving, he said, "Who are you?" And I said, "It's from SBH." And he said, "Oh, let me give you a tip." That's one story. Another story. I can give those two. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other guidelines that you have?
The other guidelines. Yeah. Yes. When you visit someone and they ask you to do some errands or anything like that, make sure that it's not to go out of your way or doing something that SBH can't do for them. If there are issues, you should be always attentive to social issues that the patient is undergoing, and if you notice anything, you should report back to Biko Cholem so that our social workers can follow up on the case.